Hi everyone, this is Richard Mathew back with you on this free online profit system blogging course, free to all our team members. I hope you got the benefit of the first video there and you've been through the points that I suggested to you. So what should you have done so far? If you haven't done these things, then go back to the first video, go over it as many times as you need, but don't watch this one until you've done these steps. You should know how to access your blog and your back office. You looked over my shoulder as I did just that, so you should know how to do that if you've been through the video. You should have been through the 8 Fast Start training videos in your back office. So as soon as you log in, Fast Start training, all those 8 videos there, you should have printed out the core principles list from the very top of those 8 Fast Start training videos. So all on the same page, printed out the list, been through the videos, and I wanted to make sure I watched over that video that I did the first one. I just want to make this clear. Setting up the e-wallet is optional. Okay, you are going to learn how you can write articles to attract people to you and to buy things off the articles themselves, even direct them towards your primary company, but that is just one way to get paid. If you're somebody who is considering making money as quick as possible and a lot more money, you just don't want to do a little bit, you want to go at it a bit harder if you like, then I would set up that e-wallet, but it is optional. It just opens you up to the commissions, the leads, the list, all those type of things. You don't have to do it unless you're somebody that is interested in a lot of money a bit quicker than normal. Just want to let you know that. So, next topic, a really important one. What most people struggle with after the technical side of things, which is taken care of with your Empower blog, is what to actually write about. Everyone says, well, I've never written anything before, I don't write books, I have no idea what I'm doing, how do I write about stuff? Well, what I would suggest to you, as opposed to thinking about a particular group that you think you can sell to, as opposed to approaching it from that angle, I would approach it from the point of view of what do you know to write about. Think about yourself, think about your own experience. I'm going to explain this in a second, you don't have to follow this, but it's how most people I know have got success. Think about your own story, your own life. Who are you? Are you a single stay-at-home mum with 3 kids doing this because you want to make some extra money so you can stay at home with them? Are you let's use me as an example, are you someone who used to have a small business and got hit by the recession and needed to find some way else, another way of making money, and you wanted to do that from home because you just had a daughter come along? Are you somebody that is perhaps 50, 60 years old, can't find a decent job, but you've got more skills left, you've got some energy left in you, and you don't want to waste that, you want to still make some money and support your family and friends and support yourself, and you can't seem to get a job in the normal 9 to 5. What is your story? What have you got to share? Who are you? Because I can tell you from first-hand experience, when you do that, when you come from that place, when you think about your own experiences, your own circumstances, the reason why you're here, because we're all here to make money, to solve some kind of problem in our lives, aren't we? For me, it was how do I improve my income and still manage to stay at home because I want to look after my daughter. For you, it might be you're used to making more money, you're not making as much as you used to, but you want to be able to keep a decent car in the garage. You don't want the embarrassment of having to go and get an old banger. It might be you want to earn some more money so you can pay some bills, you're under pressure. Why are you here? Because I can tell you for sure that 70 to 80% of the population, you look out your window, you look at the next 10 houses down the street, 7 to 8 of those people would like some more money. They would love to find a way of getting extra income into their lives. They're struggling. They might not let it show, but they are. I've spoken to thousands of people this last 12 months. I know this for a fact. So why am I saying this? Well, people think, well, I want to go for, if you're in network marketing, I want to go for existing network marketers. I want to go for those people. Everybody's doing that. You're welcome to do that. But what I would say to you as a suggestion is consider that no matter who you bring to your site, whether it's someone who likes knitting, whether you want to write about cars, whatever you want to write about, 70 to 80% of those people that come to your site are interested in a way of making extra money from home. And your blog is set up with all those lead capture pages, look at the column on the right and the column at the top of your blog page itself. It's set up for people to put their information in there if they're interested in making extra money. So you're going to get leads, you're going to make sales no matter who you bring to your blog. And there are other ways, there are other products, and there are ways that I'm going to cover in this training that you can capitalize on them even more and help them even more But this is why we picked this subject, because you're going to come from a place where it's real, where it's not staged, where you'll be comfortable talking about it because you understand it, and that cuts your learning curve down straight away. You don't have to go out there and learn that much. You just need to learn how to package what you've got to say in a more attractive form, which is what I'm going to help you a little bit in this training too. Why go out there and spend months researching something and yes, improve your skills, but having to learn something completely from scratch if we're trying to get money now? Just haven't got the time for that. Let's think about what we know about. What's your story? What can you share with people? You might not think anybody's interested. I would say you are wrong. You will be surprised how many people out there who you're rubbing shoulders with day to day would like to hear that somebody's going through what they're going through and can relate to what you've been through. No matter how tough you've got it, there's people out there who've got it tough too, or probably tougher. And by sharing what you share is real, and by talking about solutions to those problems, which I'll cover in a second, you're going to help people. You're going to let them feel like, I'm not alone in this. Other people are facing this. And also, it's so powerful to be able to read something that describes you and think, oh, that person, that's exactly what I've gone through. That's exactly what's in my head. And hey, if they can do this, perhaps I can do this too. That's how you're going to bring people into this, how you're going to sign people up. It's also helping people. It's an ethical way of doing business. Yes, you've got to be brave. You've got to put yourself out there and reveal a little bit of personal thoughts, but people will respect that, and you'll be surprised at the response and the feeling that you get from sharing so far what you've kept hidden away. Everyone says there's a good book in all of us. There is for sure. So think about that. I want you to be taking notes here. I want you to have your notepads out. Remember I said get a notepad, be serious about this, treat it as a business. What do I know about? That's what should be on your sheet there. What's my story? What's my background? What is motivating me to try and make more money with blogging? What challenges do I see my way at the moment? If you're somebody brand new, never written a blog, never understand it, imagine when you go through this process and you're making money from this in a matter of weeks or the outside months. Imagine how powerful it's going to be when you can go to somebody and say, hey, look at my story, look at my first article, brand new, I was frightened, it felt like it was a lot of work, now look at me, now look at what I can do, you can do this too. You can be an inspiration. You can be someone who can give back to people, you can have some purpose. That's all we really want, isn't it? To be happy and to know that we matter. Sounds heavy, but it's not. You can reach so many people doing this and put money in your pocket at the same time in such an ethical way, and you can do that quicker and make more money by writing who you are and what you know about being authentic. That's my input on that. I think it just works best. Just works best. So, tips to good copywriting. And if you're brand new at this, copywriting doesn't always mean infringements like pirate this and copying material. It also means writing a style of writing that is engaging to people, that is attractive. Someone who can write adverts and marketing really well. So you've got your topic that you're going to think on after this video. You're going to put some things down, some passions, some stories, some circumstances, why you're here, challenges you're facing, what you hope to achieve. So how do we put that together? Well, there's some general points, and I'll probably share my screen in a second where I show you some articles I've done to give you some real examples. But you need to ask questions to engage people. Don't always come across this. I do this as a habit when I'm talking to you now. Ask questions to keep people engaged. Don't always write, I did this, I did that, I think this, I think that. If you notice when I talk to you, I say, consider what it would feel like if you did this. Perhaps you're somebody that feels that you can't achieve this. I don't just say, I didn't think I could achieve this. I say, perhaps are you somebody that thinks perhaps this is this and that is that. Ask questions, bring them back into your content so they read the whole piece. Have you ever considered this? Have you ever thought of that? You ever find yourself wondering this? I thought of this, maybe you have too. Can you relate to what I'm about to say? Can anybody relate to what I've just said? Those kind of questions tagged onto the beginning and the end of your sentences. So that's a real great tip for you, by the way. It's a real great tip. Even though this is free, I should be charging for this stuff. It's cost me thousands of coaching to learn this kind of stuff. But that really makes a difference to an article. You look at anybody who's famous for writing good columns, they will write with questions to keep you involved. And set your intention at the start of your article. What do you want to achieve with the article that you're writing? Do you want to just inform people about a story, about an example of something, about yourself? Are you looking to bring it round to selling a certain product at the end of it? Are you looking to be more of a training exercise where you pick a subject that people are struggling with, and like this video here, I'm trying to teach you something and some skills, or you wanted to do that in your blog? Set your intention at the start so that you don't fall off course and it end up being nowhere. Is it informative? Is it training? Is it value? Is it, I'm going to sell it all? Are you going to try and sell something? Make sure you have that in mind. Even if you don't quite know how to do that, just having that in mind will change the style of your writing. And speak to the individual. The same here. A lot of people are going to see this video, but I'm talking to an individual. It keeps you focused. It feels like you're here with me. We're in this together. It's the same when you write. Don't try and avoid blanket terms like anybody out there, or you guys, or you can do it now and again, but it's far more powerful. Imagine if I'm telling you something, I say, hey, there's a lot of people out there that might be thinking, maybe this would be a good thing to do, as opposed to me saying, I hope you're really listening to this because this is important. There's just me and you here. I just want you to know, if you've ever thought that this could be important, then you're going to want to pay attention to this, because I'm going to give you something really good. Can you feel how you were more, perhaps you leaned into the computer, or you're listening more? It just makes sense to imagine when you're writing an article that you're speaking to a person, that you're writing a letter to one individual. In fact, that's a good tip. Write a letter, don't publish an article. It does make a difference to the skill of what you're writing. The first paragraph in your article should be a teaser, because what happens on your blog is the first paragraph. Let me explain this. You might already know this, but let me just break off. I'll carry on talking so you're not waiting. The first paragraph is a teaser. That's all they see before they click to read more. And it's the same when we go through these videos and we start publishing them to places like Facebook, and sharing this link around, sharing these articles around with people. They will see the first paragraph before they see the whole article. So you will probably see a real-life example of what I've just talked about. So let's have a look. So you see here, this is all people see before they get to decide if they want to read any more. So it needs to be something that draws them in. And you'll notice how I've done what I said to you. I spoke to the individual here. You might have a blog, you might not, but if you're a network marketer, you really should have a network blog. In this article, I'm going to show you, regardless of technical ability or skills, you can quickly and easily grow, and then it goes on. So it gives people a bit of interest. I'm speaking to the individual. Well, I'll find out about that. Yeah, sure. That's why the first paragraph needs to be a bit of a teaser. This is going to go back to the beginning now. I'll skip forward. So that's another tip to writing good copy. It needs to be about 500 to 750 words long, otherwise people lose interest. And that, underneath where you're writing your articles, that is tracked. You will see when you start writing your articles, underneath it, you should have seen this on the last video, it tracks, so you don't have to keep an eye on how many words you've written. Some more tips, and these are really good. Break it down into paragraphs and headings to keep people engaged. Nobody likes to see a big long list of just one big blanket of text. They lose interest. It seems like it's harder work than it is. So you notice here, look, I've got my teaser paragraph. I've got some point by point. That's actually a little bit longer than I usually put in there. I've got headings, that people can scan. Oh, I'm interested in that. Oh, yeah, I do want it set up. Oh, I'll read that. It breaks it down. It's more attractive. I'm going to cover how to put pictures and things in later. I don't want to do too much too soon. Back to that. So, break it down to any paragraphs. You must have a call to action. Remember we said about the purpose of the post? Well, my purpose in this post is to bring people into my Empower Network team. I want them to see the benefits of having a network marketing blog, and see the benefits of how easy, having all this kind of stuff set up really is. They don't have to do anything. So, I have a call to action right at the end. You see here, you want all this set up and ready to go now? Remember, ask questions, I'm engaging. Speak to the individual. If you literally want to do this in the click of a couple of buttons, blah, 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 click here. Blah, 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 how to write and rank on Google, all for free. Just get started here. I've got a purpose. My purpose was to get people to join my team. I've given them some education, but I've got a call to action, and my intention is clear. Very, very clear what I'm after. I'm instructing them what they need to do. Don't be afraid to tell people. So what you need to do now, your next steps are this. Click here. This is your next step. Because it is. Because they're clicking on this article because, you know, they want to get leads and they want a network marketing blog. So what kind of person am I to not give them a solution to that? You know, people have this thing about sales. Oh, I'm not tricking them. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying if you want this and this, well, you can have it. Just click here. No big deal. I'm doing it anyway. But if you want to, then you can do. Here's a solution, and this is what I would advise that you do. It's their choice. Give people the choice. Let them say yes or no. That's what you need to do. Call to action. But always include the benefits, not just the facts. This is a big deal, people. So many people write a list of the facts of what they're doing. And here you can see this in my call to action again. So I would write here, in fact let me give you, in fact let me actually cover this separately because that's more of a salesy one. So if I was writing something similar to that, say a similar article, I could list the benefits of having an Empire Network blog. I could say it's already set up, you know, there's no technical work required, you know, blah 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 blah, and that would be good. But what would be even better is if I gave the benefit of that. So if I said something like, you know, the blog comes already set up. So if you're somebody that is struggling for time and you want to make money as quickly as possible, here you can get writing straight away, get a return on your investment really, really quick. How does that sound? See, that's better, isn't it? That's the benefit. The benefit of it being all set up is that you don't have to, you know, don't go through the frustration, don't waste time, don't waste money, don't waste effort trying to research all these separate things online. Just do what I did, set up an Empire blog, everything's done for you. You can save time, make money quicker, get started straight away. That's the benefits of it being set up. I haven't just said blog already set up. I've said save yourself frustration, save yourself time, save yourself money. You can make money quicker. That's a benefit, not just a fact. That's a big way of writing better copy. Not just talking about lists and lists of facts, unless it's something really technical, write about the benefits. Okay, so I hope you've got all those. Engage with questions. What's the intention of the article? Write like you're writing a letter. First paragraph's a teaser, no longer than 750 words. Break it down to chunks of information with headings so it's more engaging. Always include a call to action at the end. What's their next step from that article? Even if it's just contact me for more information, whatever it is. And always include the benefits of the facts, not just the facts themselves. Okay, this is good stuff now. This is a real good tip I picked up. I can't remember where I picked it up from. So we're writing down what your subject is that you want to write about. Okay, we're picking that subject, whatever it is you want to be. You know, are you a stay-at-home mum? You want to aim it at stay-at-home mums and talk about benefits of stay-at-home mums? You know, do you want to talk about being a network marketer? What is it you want to talk about? When you've set that subject, we can get loads of information articles for free. So if you're somebody that thinks, well, okay, I've got my subject, now what do I write about? I'm going to answer that for you right now. Join 5, if you can, forums for whatever your target market is. So if you're writing about being a stay-at-home mum, you would Google stay-at-home mum forums. Okay, and that's going to bring you up a list of forums. Have a look for the 5 best ones and join them. They're usually all free. Do the same thing on the Facebook groups. Let me show you. I like showing you because I think it stops it being so complicated. So I've already mentioned my aim is to go for existing network marketers. That's who I like to train. That's who I give the most benefit to. It's who I get success for. So what I would do on my Facebook account here is I want to target network marketers. Come on, it's a bit slow because I'm recording. So let me turn this chat off. It's going to start really slowing down. There we are. So I'm targeting network marketers. So let's put network marketing. And you'll see what you want to do is go right to the bottom, whatever you search, for more results. So the subject, I could put stay-at-home mums, I could put single mums, I could put retired Air Forcemen, you know, whatever you want to put, whatever your subject is you're going to write about, whoever you are. That's going to bring up all these different things, and you want people. Sorry, no, I don't. You want groups. You want groups. There we go. So here's a group of over 18,500 network marketers. Okay, so I can bet if I look in that group, I'm going to see a lot of spam because people have no idea how to market. But I'm also going to look at what this is aimed at. You know, who's in here? how to get backlinks, just click on that. So that must be a problem for these people, you know, backlinks. And this is what I'm going to join. I'm going to join 5 of these groups. What you're going to do, you're going to join 5 of these groups because you're going to look at the top 5 problems in these forums and in these groups. Okay? Top 5 problems in the forums and the groups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little look through here for 5 minutes and think, right, what is in here? Well, people are obviously struggling to recruit, aren't they? If everybody's spamming, it means they're desperate for sign-ups. So that's what that tells me straight away. It tells me all these people here don't have enough people in their team. So perhaps if I was going to write something, I'd write about how 3 ways you can stop spamming on Facebook and still get sign-ups. The 5 fundamentals of why spam doesn't work and how you can sign people up regardless. You know, these are posts that I would think looking at this, and you can do the same thing just by looking through these groups, looking through forums, joining a few of them, and start interacting. You know, I've put something here like, so, you know, even be direct. What's the biggest problem that all you guys are facing? What's the biggest problem with you know, does anybody need help with something? You know, and start getting answers to these questions. Because what you're going to do is, by joining those 5 forums, by joining those 5 Facebook groups, and by having to read through the things that people are talking about, you're going to discover those 5 problems. And you're also going to see what people are saying to solve them. So when you ask those kind of questions, you might get people volunteering information, volunteering help. Well, you've just got your first 5 articles. You've just got your first 5 articles right there. Because you know what's happening right now in the world of the people that you're trying to aim it for. You know, if I was let's come away from me. If you're going to write about being a stay-at-home, a single mum parent, you know, you're going to join single parent in forums, single parent in Facebook groups. And what you might find looking across there is the #1 problem is being able to work enough to pay the bills and still have time to build a relationship with your son and daughter. Everyone's saying in those forums and in those groups, you know, I really wish I could spend more time at home, but I also want to support my son or daughter, and I can't be in 2 places at once. So you would look around in the same forums and you would think, well, who's got a decent solution to this? Who's saying, well, I've tried this, have you tried that, have you thought of this, have you found that job? That's what your first article could be. 5 ways, the 5 best ways to keep a roof over your head but still engage your son and daughter as a stay-at-home mum or as a single parent. The 3 best ways to make the most of your free time if you're a single parent. The 5 best jobs that provide money to put food on the table, a roof over your head, and still spend time at home. You know, if you were a single parent, and you would know these questions because you've looked in these groups, you would want to know about that. You would want to know, well, yeah, I have 3 ways to keep. I was only saying the other day I wanted to spend more time at home. Can you see what we're doing? See how easy it is? People think, what do I write about? You write about yourself. You just find out that what's problems other people are facing as well as yourself. You look for the solutions and you write about those solutions in an attractive way using the tips that we've just given you. Simple, simple, simple. What are you going to do? Don't be too direct. Come out of this, haven't I? Don't be too direct when you're writing things. If you push, people tend to push back. If you try and push somebody into something, it's like anything, isn't it? If you feel you're being pressured, you know, I'm gonna push back. I don't want that. I like to feel like it's my own decision. Thank you very much. It's the same with writing content. If you take a step back, people tend to step in to that space that you've just left. So if we're asking questions, if we're doing the things we just spoke about, are you somebody that perhaps would like to know 3 ways the way you could stay at home more and still make money working from home and spending time with your children? Well, yeah, I'll step forward. I'll listen to that, Richard. You know, well, actually, here's 5 solutions. You know, make it attractive in your content. Give them real value. Well, #1 is you could work from home like I do. Here's my story. #2, have you thought about this? You know, whatever it is you find in the forums. Invoke curiosity. If you're a person of value, if you're giving them something for free, it's law of reciprocity. Now, if I do a favour for you and then straight away ask for a favour back, you're more inclined to give me it. You know, if I do a really big favour for you and I say, oh, by the way, could you give me a lift to so-and-so tomorrow? So I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, of course. You've just helped me move into my new house. Of course I can give you a favour. Of course I can do that for you. People like to give back, and if you're giving in your content, if you're answering these questions, if you're solving their problems, they want to know, well, who is this person? Who is this person writing this article? They seem to me like someone I would want to be around, someone I want to know, because they're solving my problems in my life. What is it that they do? It's why celebrities, it's why people buy Now magazine and Hello magazine. We're looking at the people who we're interested in because of the way they're conducting themselves and the media that they're putting out there, and we want to know what's going on behind the scenes. Well, what is it that they're doing in their life? Well, what is it that is happening? There's no other reason for it. We're curious about these people and how they've got to where they've got and how their life differs from ours. We want to know maybe how we can get there. It's the same with what you write. And what you can do is sprinkle in your articles something to sell as a solution. Again, only if it is a solution. We're not looking at doing anything dishonest here. If you find a product, if you find something, maybe your network marketing company, maybe a specific product that you think would solve this problem, include it in your article, just like I did. Well, I came away from that, didn't I? Just like I did. See if I can get back to it. Maybe not. So, I'm typing an article about why people should have a network marketing blog, which I believe everybody should have nowadays. It's just ridiculous if you don't. So people people read this, how to create daily free leads from a network marketing blog. So if you click on that, guess what? You want to know how to create free leads from a network marketing blog. So I cover some training on there, and then I offer a solution, which is join an Empower network. Maybe just as a customer, maybe they don't even want an e-wallet, but I give them a solution. So if you want this all set up and ready to go, do you want it all set up and ready to go? Do you want to be able to build your list and have it look just like this one already? You can just click here. You can just click here, and guess where that goes? It goes to where they can join. There's a solution if they want it. They might not, they might do. So you can see you can do that exact same thing with products. You can set up something called affiliate schemes. So if you're someone who's if you're somebody who's stay-at-home mum, you might look at just type in stay-at-home mum products, stay-at-home mum books, stay-at-home mum anything. You can actually join Amazon as an affiliate. You can have an affiliate account, and all the products that you see for sale on Amazon, you can actually use a link to take people back there, and you get a percentage of what they sell. So it can be as easy as that. You just Google setting up an Amazon affiliate account. Very, very simple. You can go to professionals. I'm friends with a guy named Ray Higdon. You can be an affiliate for his products. He writes products to help network marketers. I've got an affiliate account with Ray. So Ray makes the product. I sell that product on his behalf, just like I've shown you in my blog there with a little link to click to it. Or I include a PS line sometimes on things. PS, if you want to know how to get more leads into your business now, click here. It's a little PS line at the end of the article, and that takes us to a link back to one of Ray's products. Well, Ray gets a percentage of the sale, and so do I. Very, very easy to do. And if you need more help with that, just let me know. But you can sell right from the content by positioning what you've got for sale as a solution to the article that you've just covered. Very, very easy to do. You can do it either by saying, PS, if you want more help with this, try this product here, I really like it, and you click there. Or you can just have a clickable link like I showed you in the article itself. So I hope we've come to the end of this training. I hope that's helped you. And you should have got you've got an exact formula there for picking what you're going to write about, for deciding who you're going to write to, for finding how to get information on articles and interacting in these groups. And what I want you to do before you go to the next video is, if you want to sign up for an affiliate account with somebody, by all means do that. If you've activated your e-wallet, you don't even need to do that. You can just do what I did and just direct people. You can even put something like, if you want more time to work from home as a single mum, put your information in the form to the right, and let my friend Dave tell you about how to make money from home in 3 steps. If you want more information about being a stay-at-home mum, getting more free time and still earning a living, there's a video you can click on at the top. Just click there, and it'll take you through. And it's all done for you. So you can do that, or you can do what I do, which is put links in there to something external to your site, if you feel comfortable with that. If not, forget this last point, but still I want you to do these subjects. Pick your subject, get to the forums and the groups, find the 5 biggest problems, write your first article answering the biggest problem, that's your very first article. Okay, gone through this training. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next video where we start looking at a little bit more advanced stuff. So make sure you're comfortable with all these steps before we move on. I'll see you next time, guys. Good luck with that first article. I look forward to reading it.